note today about the reacting too. Andrew Tate destroys his reputation after a humiliating loss. Now I definitely seen clips of the fight on the reels. It's everywhere, honestly. How could you not miss it? It happened a couple days ago. But hey, man, we win some, we lose. I'm not sitting here taking this side, but we not gonna win every fight that we take. You feel me? But let's see what he talking about.
I said to Tristan, the universe probably owes me this win. You know, I've been through so much. God and the universe probably owe me this win. I'm gonna train my ass off, but after all I've been through, they'll give it to me. Big bag of beatings with my name on it. Maybe my job on this planet is just to take a fucking beating over and over again and just pay for everyone else and give everybody else what they want. And maybe I'm just here to fucking suffer and get my ass kicked, and I'm going to do it all so I can give everyone else a fantastic life and give everyone else mindset advice. Nobody gives me mindset advice. Nobody helps me. Nobody helps me with my mindset and saves me when I'm depressed. No, maybe I'm just here to take a beating like a piñata and give candy to everybody else. Maybe that's what God's plan was for me.
All right, so Andrew Tate has been going through it recently after losing a boxing match last week, which was supposed to be a big comeback moment for him.
Honestly, bro, let's be real. You're talking about two times world champion kickboxer. You're supposed to kick this nigga ass. He don't got no boxing. I ain't gonna say he got no boxing experience, but he ain't got no coordination to him. He just going out there throwing haymakers. Caught you with a couple, and then boom. It is what it is. But, bro,
you know, because he was a world championship kickboxer when he was younger, and he's always posting videos of himself boxing, and obviously being a fighter is a big part of his persona. So competing in this influencer boxing league was a way for him to prove himself and to try to get back in the spotlight, because
let's be real,
he's
bro.
fallen off.
Tate was not supposed to lose this fight. He was not. The dude was totally uncoordinated. So who was he boxing against in the world champions and all that? Because he was not supposed to lose that fight.
Over the past few years. So this match was a big opportunity for him, and he needed to win this, and he was supposed to win pretty easily because of his experience. And the guy he fought is a reality TV star that barely knows how to fight. So going into this, the odds for Tate to win, according to Polymarket, were close to 90%. Then after the first round or two, the odds plummeted, and he ended up losing by decision, and everyone was really underwhelmed by his performance and how bad the fight was. You know, because Tate was supposed to show people what a real fighter looks like and prove he's not just an influencer. But most fight commentators were just
this
like,
is a crazy, that's a crazy
and
screenshot,
Ariel
bro.
Helwani said it might be the biggest fraud check of all time.
Is it fair to say that the greatest fraud check of all time happened on Saturday when Andrew Tate lost to Chase Damore?
Fraud check? I wouldn't say it's a fraud check. Because could you beat him, my nigga? Could you beat Andrew Tate? Honestly, could you beat Andrew Tate? And it's not even saying it's like a fraud check. Everybody loses. You know what I'm saying? What you expecting him with everything that he do in life? I'm not sitting here defending him, but it's like what we not about to do is act like, you know what I'm saying? Like anybody is perfect in life. Nobody's perfect. Everybody loses. Even what's his name? Floyd Mayweather, he lost a couple amateur fights. Tank Davis, bro, everybody loses. You gotta lose to win in life. You know what I'm saying? That's how I see.
Never taking this fight. If there was any sort of doubt about him winning, he should have never taken this fight. And now he's going online and he's doing the babyface thing of like, and I'd rather try and fail. No, that's not who you are. Your persona has nothing to do with failure. Your persona is about winning. Your persona is about achieving wealth and success. Your persona is not about trying, and hey, if you don't succeed, you gave it the old college try. That is the antithesis of everything that you have spewed. Miss me with the like, I'm proud of myself for trying. And I went in there against the champion who's really good. No, you didn't. You went in there and you looked awful and you failed.
As far as his skill and ability, it underdelivered.
Did Tate look bad?
Yeah, he looked bad. He didn't look good. There's no way to say he looked good. He looked gassed after 3 rounds.
Very low level. I've seen a lot of Misfits fights. I've seen a lot of influencer boxing matches. They were all better than this. Or a plummet. I think he never should have done this. In hindsight, he never should have done this.
That's bullshit. That's okay. I mean, you've seen a lot of influencers fight. At least he wasn't pummeling to the nigga knees like Jake Paul was to that one dude. You know what I'm saying, bro? That's what I'm saying, bro.
This was supposed to be his big re-entry into the world, but this was like a big humiliation for him Because Chase is awful and he still lost.
So this performance was
Oh
terrible
my
for
God.
Tate's image, because like Ariel was saying, his whole
No, they
persona
know they
is
dead wrong for this, bro. They getting all the worst angles. Come on, bro.
a cocky alpha male tough guy who's the best at everything, who really knows how to fight. Like he was a championship kickboxer. You always hear about that. And he's trained his whole life.
Yeah.
He claims he almost fought Alex Pereira at one point, and he could have been in the UFC if he had trained for it. So he's hyped himself
Bullshit.
up like crazy.
BS. That's bullshit. I'm trying to limit my cussing so my videos get out there, but that's BS right there. There we go. That's definitely BS. You know?
Also, over the summer, he claimed to have fought 60 guys in a row. But then last week during his fight, he was completely gassed by the third round. I mean, he was just trying to survive at that point, which obviously was not his goal in that fight at all. People thought this was going to be a layup, an easy W for him. Then he'd go on to call out Jake Paul or KSI or somebody. So now he has to rethink his whole boxing career after one comeback fight. I mean, this was a total disaster for him. And now it seems
Ain't
like
Andrew Tate like 50? What boxing career is he chasing, bro? He like 50,
it's starting
bro.
to set in. Like right after his loss, he was pretty humble about it. But then a few days after, he did a live stream that turned into a giant cope session, and this just made things so much worse. Because now he's trying to think of any excuse he can, while also saying he isn't making excuses. I mean, he talks about how he would have won if he didn't get tired, and he's like, I don't know why I got tired. Maybe I'm too old, maybe he's leaning on me too much. But of course, he won't admit maybe he should have done more cardio training. Instead he acts like he did everything he possibly could leading up to this fight, and the reason he lost was just out of his control.
He deserves the credit. He earned it. And I'm not going to take that away from him with excuses, talking about rematches, making up bullshit about how he grabbed me, some crap. He won, and he deserves it. And I pay my debts. I've not yet had time to process why he beat me. I got tired.
He beat you because he threw more punches than you. You know what I'm saying? You was throwing body punches, let's be real. You could have do a couple haymakers, couple hooks to the jaw. Checked him a couple times, uppercut him a couple times. Nope, I need no call right now. No, thank you. I don't even know who that is.
After the second round. And I don't know why. The first and second round, he couldn't touch me.
Matter of fact,
If I didn't get tired, I would have won. I'm a better boxer. But I did get tired. Maybe it's ring rust. Maybe I'm too old. Maybe he's too heavy and he kept leaning on me. I don't know why. But he beat me. And let me make something else very clear to you. I have complete respect for Chase D'Amore.
And of course now also he's acting like, well, at least I tried. That's what's most important.
It is.
It's so funny. This loss just destroyed his whole persona. Tate from a few years ago would be mocking this kind of participation trophy mentality.
he ain't lying, though. He's not lying. I do give him that. He definitely would have been saying, pathetic, weak. Come train with me for X amount of time on my island or by my course for X amount of time, and I will make you the man that you're supposed to be. Hey, but that's that red pill alpha male BS right there.
I mean, this is supposed to be the top G, the number one alpha male everybody looks up to, who just wins at everything. Like he once tweeted, what do you call someone who loses? A loser. But now it's like everyone loses and I deserve credit for at least trying.
Napoleon is in the history books. He lost
To
battles.
Russia.
Muhammad Ali lost.
Frazier.
Tyson lost.
A couple times.
Champions sometimes
lost to
lose.
Jake Paul.
Sometimes
That
the
don't count,
stars
though.
just don't align and you just lose. And you have to know that and you accept that when you agree to take the risk in the first place. And that is the barrier that prevents most people from getting anywhere. The what if I lose?
True.
What if you lose? I just lost in front of the world.
Mm-hmm.
Got paid $20 million dollars. I'm fine. I just lost. What happened?
And of course, he has to mention how much money he made to be like, you guys really think I care I lost? I mean, I just made a bag from this. So now apparently winning and his legacy isn't that important to him. And he also used to be all about self-accountability. Like if you're not successful, if you're a broke loser, if you lose at something, you're just not trying hard enough. But now that he lost, it's like, well, the universe wanted this. It wasn't under my control. He literally acts like the universe just wanted the other guy to win because he wouldn't be able to handle a loss as well as Tate. So instead of taking accountability for not being prepared,
that's coping on a whole nother level. Like coping that a delusional level, cause you win some, you lose some, but you live. You live to fight another day, son. Woohoo! Friday, come on now.
or
R.I.P.
training hard
Pops.
enough. It's like I'm old and there's nothing I could have done. You know, it's all up to the universe.
Why did I get tired? I don't know. It doesn't make sense. The only thing that makes sense is that I was not supposed to win. Why was I not supposed to win? Maybe the win means more to Chase than it would have mean to me. Maybe Chase couldn't handle the loss.
See,
Maybe
this where
God
you messing up at. You had me at first, you know what I'm saying? Taking your L like a man. Now you trying to flip it and say maybe he couldn't handle the loss. So the universe just gifted him, you know, the win. No, that's not how life works. I mean, don't get me wrong. The universe and God definitely gifts you in certain things at certain points in life. But it's like you can't blame. Let's say you broke. Okay, a lot of people, I'm not gonna say a lot of people. Some people they can't control that for whatever reason. But what's stopping the next person from going to go get a job and managing their money well? Now they're in a good financial position. Now they can't call themselves broke no more. What's stopping them? Themselves. So you can't even sit here and say that because you're the reason why you lost. You probably could have trained harder, or you know how old you is. You shouldn't have took the fight. You know how young he is, even though he was. Andrew Tate should have won that fight. But hey, that's all I'm gonna say right there.
Did you know what? Chase has been through enough with mocking and things on the internet. Chase doesn't need the loss right now. Andrew can handle the loss better. Maybe God decided. Maybe
It's
if
God.
I won,
Now it's God
we would've
fault.
went out
Now
and
it's God
celebrated.
fault. You sound like one of these panhandlers outside begging right now. Now it's God fault that you're outside begging. Come on, bro.
night, and Tristan would have smoked a bunch of cigars, and maybe he would have died 1 minute earlier. And maybe I get an extra minute with my brother because I lost. And if that's the case, then I'm glad I lost. You have to have faith in a higher power. There's a lesson in all of this. If God decides that for some reason he's going to instantly gas me when I was in perfect physical condition so that I lose, then I have to accept God's decision. And I'll take the punches in the face.
Like I said, you sitting here blaming God, bro. Maybe you should have put a little extra time on the treadmill, did a couple more jumping jacks, you know, a couple more cardio exercises. If you want to say, I was tired, so I lost because I was tired, God made me tired for a reason. No, cuz cut back off the junk food that you're eating, get on the treadmill, and go run, bro, to build your cardio. Come on, bro.
Like a man.
Do jumping jacks. Or
And I'm not going to bitch. I'm not going to complain.
That's what you're
I'm
doing
not
right
going to
now.
cry. I'm going to take it.
That's what you're doing
God
right now.
decided on that day that that's what has to happen to me, so I did it.
So he claims he was in perfect physical condition, but he got gassed after 2 rounds because God just felt bad for his opponent and was
That's
worried about
cope on
Andrew's
him.
brother smoking too many cigars if he won.
That's crazy.
I mean, that's got to be the most insane cope I've ever
Cut
heard.
back.
And apparently now it's
Cut
not
back.
always up to people's effort. Like there's nothing Tate could have done. This is just how the universe wanted things to play out.
Come on,
but imagine
man.
if he did win that fight, it'd be a completely different story, and he'd be more arrogant than ever.
True.
You know, he'd be like, "That's why I'm the best. That's why I'm the top G. I always win." And that was all me out there. But
Posted this exact picture saying it. That crazy.
now it's this victim mentality. He's like, I'm not complaining or making excuses, but then he says, if I didn't go to jail, I would have won. If this were a few years ago, I would have won.
well,
And he
dude.
blames Romania for ruining his fighting career. And he acts like, man, I just can't catch a break. The universe hates me. But again, his whole persona is the exact opposite of that. You know, he claims to have it all in life, and he thinks everybody's jealous of him. And earlier this year, he said, it must suck to be a loser and watch life's winners win over and over again. But
I'm not necessarily gonna call that karma, but that's irony at the end of the day. That's 100% irony. Irony coming back to slap you in the face and say, "Pow! Here's a taste of life." Pow! Lose to this person you're supposed to win against. You're supposed to knock him out in the second round. Lose to him. Pow! That's irony, bro. The irony.
he just sounds
The
so
irony.
sad and
Come on,
pathetic,
bro.
and there's like nothing he can do. He always just is taking L's, and he has to be a punching bag. And it sounds like he almost starts crying.
I'm not so old, I'm 39. But staying active till 39 is very different than coming out of a 10-year retirement at 39. If I was 23, would I beat Chase? Of course. Would I have beat Chase 3 years ago? Before the Romanians threw me in a fucking jail cell and forced me to sit in my house for 3 years for no reason?
Brother. Oh, brother.
Yeah. Am I bitter? Am I going to sit here and cry that the Romanian government, the most corrupt government in the fucking EU, stole my prime years, my last years I could fight at my best.
Y'all hear this?
Am I going to
BS?
cry about it? No. You can't undo moves in life. Tristan said to me, what happened? I said, I got tired. I don't know why. You deserve that win. You've been through so much. You deserve that win. I said, I know. He goes, you trained so hard. You're in fantastic
Right,
shape.
bro.
I
What
said,
happened to y'all training every day? If you and Tristan training every day, boxing each other every morning and all these extras, you shouldn't have went out like that. Let's be real. You shouldn't have went out like that. You and Tristan doing all this training with each other. You doing all this sparring. You doing all this working out. You shouldn't have fatigue like that.
I just got tired. If I didn't get tired, I would have beat him. He couldn't hit me in the first round. Couldn't touch me. I'm tired, Andrew, of watching you find the silver linings in all of the clouds. You deserve to have a sunny day. You're so good at finding a silver lining on a cloud. Every time something bad happens, you find a way to learn something or make it good. But I'm tired of you having to suffer all the time. Why can't you just ever have a nice day? Why can't you ever have a sunny day? We've had so many fucking clouds that we've got a lot of fucking silver. So I guess that's what it is.
Nigga, you rich, boo. Fucking who? You're rich, bro. All this silver clown day.
I'm just here to fucking suffer
You're
and get
rich,
my
bro.
ass kicked, and I'm going to do it all so I can give everyone else a fantastic life and give everyone else mindset advice. Nobody gives me mindset advice. Nobody helps me. Nobody helps me with my mindset and saves me when I'm depressed. No, maybe I'm just here to take a fucking beating like a piñata and give candy to everybody else. Maybe that's what God's plan was for me.
So he's going out sad. What a downfall. And now whenever he posts, he just gets clowned on in the comments. And of course,
Come on,
all the
bro.
cope from the tater tots is hilarious too. You know, they're saying he actually won and the other guy cheated. And to defend Tate, this one fan account is like, bro, Tate smokes cigars all day and is literally retired. So it sounds like he probably didn't train enough and maybe
We
isn't
know.
disciplined enough to stop smoking and partying. And maybe it wasn't just the universe that held him back. Also, now fighters are questioning how legit his world championships were. So this was
That's what I'm
disastrous
saying,
for Tate.
bro.
I mean, just a few years ago, there's talk of him fighting Jake Paul or Logan Paul. But now there's probably no chance of that happening. And Tate
Honestly, I want to see that. Jake Paul is in his prime right now. If these two were to fight, I got Jake Paul in the fourth round. Jake in the fourth. I would love to see that, honestly. Just get a simple fact. He might need somebody else to take him down to size. But no, let me know what y'all think down in the comments below. Honestly, bro, I feel like everybody has a bad day. Everybody wins, everybody loses. Ain't nobody in life went through their whole life just winning. Jesus didn't even do it, so how are we gonna do it, you know? But no, let me know what y'all think down in the comments below. And I'll catch you niggas in the next one. Yes, sir.